Listen to those beautiful sounds from my boy, God No Other, going crazy on the beat. And I'm just here to tell y'all, identity is up for grabs nowadays. Who's gonna grab theirs? What you wanna do? Because it's all there right in front of you. And, you know, millennials been going through the motions, right? We get blamed for a lot of stuff. We got a lot of vibes we're always competing with. There's always something new vying for our attention. Our pockets are always trying to get after us. We're trying to get after our pockets. And we're kind of getting sick of it, you know what I'm saying? As we come into age of, these later 20s, early 30s, we're about to come into power in this country. So as an identity, we need to know who we are, and we're kind of mulling through that right now. So I just kind of want to play for you some stuff that I've been catching up on about what people are saying about millennials and where they're at physiologically and psychologically nowadays. So let's go look at this.
To talk about and hadn't had an outlet to talk about yet. The idea is that it's not that people's habits are changing quite yet, but that people's attitudes are changing.
One reason millennials might view alcohol differently than previous generations is because their lives are so different.
The story of millennials is the story of a group of people trying to navigate a series of cultural obstacles that their parents' and grandparents' generations did not contend with. The friction over things like drinking is an indicator of that.
This is a generation that is less likely to have children or own a home than their parents were at the same age. They're redefining the idea of adulting.
For older generations, marriage and kids in the suburbs have been sort of a natural off-ramp from drinking habits of somebody's early 20s. But when you don't have marriage and kids and home ownership in the suburbs, there's no template for how to conduct a social life in your 30s without those things. So you just sort of default to what you're doing in your 20s, but for people in their 30s, it's a lot harder to drink that much.
Another reason to reevaluate alcohol? Money.
You mean a budget?
Millennials are likely to be the first group in modern history to end up worse off than their parents.
Psych.
Alcohol is a potential victim of that. Alcohol is not cheap.
But for this generation, financial straits don't always equal poor taste.
Millennials have been exposed to a lot of nice things. So you've got this tension between what millennials like and what millennials can afford, and that is going to create some problems.
And in America's all or nothing drinking culture, moderation is rare.
And my dad says a drink now and then never hurt anybody.
Drinking's just about the worst thing you can do.
Either you're sober or you rage. What millennials in particular are trying to do now is trying to forge a middle path.
Wow, a middle path, a middle ground. We could stand in some middle ground, couldn't we? It's been a little bit shaky on our end, but as millennials, we can do it. But we've just accumulated so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? All this accumulation, everything is just around. We have a lot, all this stuff, but nothing actually satiates. Nothing actually that hunger pain that keeps on going off inside you. What do you do to quell that? You can't do anything. I mean, as soon as you think somebody's successful, like WeWork, right? They're going bankrupt. Guess what? Because they wanted it all. They wanted too much. Forever 21, they're doing good, right? Oh no, they got bankrupt. They want too much. They bought too many stores. They want to go expand everywhere. And as millennials, we want to go everywhere. We want to travel everywhere because we understand what has been hidden from us because we can see it right there on the internet. It's clear that people have been hiding different ways to live from us, and we can't do anything about it. So what do? We just put all these dreams away. We put them over here. We put them over there. And what do we accumulate at the end of the day? Clutter. All types of different clutter, and I know somebody who can get into the clutter a little better than me. Let me go ahead and pass it to this lady named Carrie Thomas because she knows exactly what we're dealing with here.
Basically, clutter is anything that keeps you from living the life that you were meant to lead. Anything that keeps you from living the life that you want to lead. Anything that stops you from accomplishing your work and enjoying your life. Now, it may not seem possible, but all types of clutter, all the ones I listed, have one main cause.
Y'all listen
I
up.
have a wonderful friend, mentor, and business coach, Barbara Hemphill, and she trademarked a phrase that sums up this universal truth. Clutter is postponed decisions. Think about that for a minute. It fits in every circumstance. The physical stuff, you walk into your closet, or if you can walk in, maybe you try to walk in, and there's a whole section of clothes. And perhaps the postponed decision is, am I really going to put forth the effort or the time to try to lose that last 10 pounds and fit into this whole shelf? Or perhaps the postponed decision is, am I going to clean out my storage area so I can take these things and put them in bins and then rotate by season? Paper. Paper's a huge one that I deal with. We pick something up, we put it back down. We pick something up, we put it back down. One pile becomes 10 piles, and then your boss is coming in or you have friends coming over for dinner and you push them all in a bag and put them in the closet. Digital, you do the same thing with email that you do with paper. You open it, but you're not making decision. Sometimes the decisions are easy. Just delete or reply or put in a folder. But for some reason, we postpone them, and then we get to the point we don't even want to open up our computer.
Ooh, anybody out there gotten to that point before? Postpone decisions. Why do we let them be that? Because we don't know if it's time yet. We just like get caught in ourselves, and like, it's good. This clutter thing really helped me because I found out, Virgo status. I like my stuff in order, like real neat, close to perfect type stuff. I work better in a clean room, in a clean atmosphere where I know where my stuff is. I have a place for my stuff. I can put it there. And when it's there, I can think freely. That's all my mental clutter. The emotional clutter, you got to deal with that on a subjective basis. And that physical clutter, of course, don't let it accumulate, guys. But we have examples of great people who are out here doing things and like big time like collaborations and stuff, and this really does exist out here, and we must move forward and make these postponed decisions because the world is waiting. And this guy, like this dude named Ermin Potato, I just ran across him a few weeks ago. I didn't know who he was, but apparently he's been real vital to the scene, doing a bunch of cool things for a bunch of different people. Like he made the Mud Boy basketball. He's made like a few other collaborations with these big brands. Kanye gave him a pair of yellow Yeezys, Nike Yeezys, like the Yeezy 2. Like, I can't even talk about it. So let me go ahead and introduce you guys to him real quick.
My man Army, like I don't really collab, work with a lot of people. Like I don't really fuck with that shit, but the people that like I always work with are my friends, like Kevin, Ray, Bloody Yo, and Dior. Like you don't have to explain shit to them. When we're working on a project, it comes naturally, and you see it in the result. And that's like the people I like to work with most. But other than that, I'm just like a one-man band with two hands, but they don't even understand my plan, my whole game plan, because I would just be chilling here like my name's Stan. Ha. New York shit.
Shouts to Gabe on the beat, by the way.
I grew up in a sort of strict Indian family. My parents are super like cool and like supportive of what I do now, but they sort of have like, rigid like morals when it comes to religion and school and all that. So I was super about like my school shit. I was 4.0 in high school. I went to UMich. I was studying biochem. Like, I wanted to be a physician, and then I was just like burnt out. And I was like, this isn't me. I'm not gonna do it. And once I started like showing the results, my parents were super supportive of me. It's just like goes to show, like it's corny, but like anything is actually possible. Like you can literally use the internet to do anything you want. Like kids always ask you how'd you make this? Like bro, Google.
Google, like that easy. It's that simple. It's literally 1, 2, 3 Google. But I mean, we can't really trust Google and some of these other companies, so it's like I'm not here to advertise for them. But the answers are out there. You must go seeking though. Like this man right here. Does he look weird to you? Well, this is what an identity looks like. This is what an individual looks like. Because guess what? That's not duplicable. Like that's what that is. He is who he is. He's in touch with his identity. Get in touch with yours, or else somebody else will touch it first.